Alright, and we are back.
What do you mean?
This unexpected summons. We couldn't get the Council of Wise Men on our side, but that high-ranking civil servant is under our thumb. Or should I say, he's Melty's ally, which makes us privy to everything that happens at the castle. Considering how we weren't notified first, I would have to say that they're getting lazy on the job.
Sakura is referring to Ricket, who is cooperating with us. In joining the current royal selection, we needed someone cooperation in the castle. We sought out the manager of other civil servants. We created an opportunity to meet with him, and I used my power indoctrination to bring him to our side. Using the power more often would deepen the effect. Now, Ricket will prioritize me, even if he doesn't think of it consciously. Being the manager of the other civil servants, Ricket deliver us useful information constantly. That's why I have the same suspicion as Sakura. Why didn't Ricket tell us about this?
Could it be?
Could Ricket have managed to escape the evil eye of indoctrination? If that's the case,
You would have to deeply reapply the power of your evil eye again, Melty.
for a second I thought she read my mind. That was how exact Sakura's words matched my thinking. Sakura smiled wide.
But you should know that, without me having to tell you.
But that's...
I'm sure you wouldn't want anyone to be able to escape your evil eye.
that's not true. If it weren't for my evil eye, I would be a normal...
Yes, I wish I didn't have my evil eye. If it weren't for this, if I wouldn't be taken advantage by Sakura, I wouldn't have been torn from my family either. If it weren't for this evil eye, I would be a normal girl.
A normal girl. You say the strangest things. Melty, there's no way you're an ordinary girl. It's absolutely, totally, positively impossible. Because you're so utterly distrustful of humanity. You're so distrusting of people. You can't be with anyone unless they do your every bidding. You can't feel at peace unless you can completely control someone.
That's... not...
I wish I could say it's not true, but those words won't come out. Because deep down, I know she's right. I'm a coward. I'm timid and I'm weak. I fear how I can't be at peace. That's why.
That's why you should be ruler. Control everything to your will. There's nothing wrong with that, so let's do it. Once you become ruler, you can do anything. You can make them submit to your evil eye, or you can use your political authority. That's the only difference. Do you understand? It doesn't matter if you are a legitimate or an imposter candidate, because you were born to rule.
me? A ruler?
Yes, that's right. Your evil eye gives you the right to trample on others, and a ruler has the right to trample on their subjects. If dominating someone is proof of power, then you were already born with it.
Sakura raises her hand. She runs her finger across her palm and grins. I immediately realize the gesture is referring to my palm rather than her own. My palm, my evil eyes, have been reconstructed so that I can't be seen anymore. It used to exist in that particular spot.
Your evil eye is your crown. Melty, I want you to become a true ruler.
Sakura squints as she looks down on me gently.
I know we don't have the best relationship. It's natural for you to hate me. I'd been deliberately acting as such to make you feel that way, after all. But my desire to make you ruler is real, if nothing else. You have the power to make it happen. And if you have the ability, why not?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I reluctantly shake my head as I try to escape from Sakura's words, but she won't let me go. Her eyes and expression continue to hold me firm. It's as if Sakura herself is clinging onto me.
That's enough!
Right when my entire being was about to be swallowed up by Sakura, Tika shouts out, Tiga's breathing heavily as he glares at Sakura.
I tried to keep my mouth shut, but you kept saying those awful things to Mel. You're way out of line. Mel is not like you.
Oh my. Did I make you upset?
Don't tease me, you vile woman. Mel's evil eye has controlled her life, and of all things, you call that her crown? When did Mel ever want that? It was all your idea.
Power and birthright are not determined by your desire. They are given. The royal family that died the other day just happened to be born as royalty, right? It's the same with the evil eye. It just so happened that those with power were given the right to use it. Wouldn't it be an insult to let such a treasure go to waste?
Why, you...
Please stop! I know. I really do. It's all my fault. So, I'm sorry. So please, stop fighting!
Mel...
Goodness, you're way off the mark yet again. You're so naive. You're going to regret it if you don't wise up soon.
I don't know how to respond to Sakura. I simply look down and think back on the earlier conversation.
We were being kind of loud. Maybe that guard heard us.
If that's true, just have Melty use her evil eye to shut him up.
You don't have to say it like that.
I think I put it kindly enough. At least I didn't use the word coax this time, right?
Tiga clicks his tongue and slowly stands up, then look out the window. Then...
Huh?
Tiga?
Tiga's reaction catches my attention and I look up too. Tiga squints and stares at something out the window.
Weren't we heading to the castle? But
But what?
the scenery... Something's off.
Tiga turns around to head to the coachman's seat. My eyes widen, then I stare out the window Tiga was just looking out of. That's not the path to the castle outside. It's the opposite. It's a dilapidated scenery of the slums.
Huh?
Hey, you! What's going on here?
Bestie!
What?
Is that...
The guard on the coachman's seat yells. I don't know why, and Sakura looks like she doesn't either. But Tiga jumps towards me and his strong arm wraps around me, then he hugs me tight. And in the next moment, I feel swallowed by a violent shock. I scream as everything goes upside down. I scream and I scream. The only thing I feel is Tiga's arm firmly around me. That's the last thing I remember before I lose consciousness.
Alright, it went perfectly. That attack would have caught anyone off guard. Hey, Tiga! You alive?
I can't hear anything.
Huh? Tiga! You can't die! You gotta be joking.
Like hell I'm dead! But I did almost die! That would have been a bad joke!
After saying that, Tiga comes out from under the overturned dragon carriage looking injured. In Tiga's arm is is Melty. She's unconscious, but she doesn't look injured.
Awesome! I knew I could believe in you, bestie.
You make it sound so easy. What would you have done if I didn't notice? You put Mel in danger, Subaru.
You didn't notice. The thought never even crossed my mind. Ladies' men like you wouldn't miss such opportunities.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I can tell you're being ridiculous. Anyway, why did you do this? Are you trying to declare war on us?
Tiga repositioned Melty in his arm and glared aggressively. Considering I lied about the summon and flipped their dragon carriage, that reaction makes perfect sense.
Wait, no, it's the opposite. We're the ones who saved you.
Huh?
Come on! We're here to save you! I was racking my brain thinking about how to get you out of that awful situation. We also managed to come up with a plan after deliberating over it and finally put it to action. Tiga?
Are you serious?
I can come up with pretty big lies while keeping a straight face, but I wouldn't do that now. I really did come to save you. And her. If possible, I want to help Solemn too.
Subaru.
Don't worry, bestie. I'm the kind of man that doesn't give up on happy endings.
Happy what?
I give a thumbs up and flash a smile. Tiga makes an expectoration grunt. Tiga then shakes his head and looks down at Melty, still in his arm.
I don't really understand what you're saying, but I like the sound of it. I don't get what's going on, but I won't regret trusting you, right?
Yeah, I swear on our true friendship.
Hearing Tiga answer makes me smile, knowing that I got past the first obstacle, and then in front of us.
Jeez, we don't have time to talk. You know we have to hurry.
That voice.
Yeah, the star is here. The world's best, prettiest, silver-haired girl.
You mean...
There, it stopped. You can come out now. Hey, sorry for the wait. We got here as fast as we could.
Miss Amelia? And Ferris, too.
Yoo-hoo, Tiger. Let me guess, are you in trouble? We know the whole story, so leave it to us.
What do you mean you know?
I couldn't figure anything out on my own, so I gave them all the details.
What?
Anyway, here's our miraculous and magical helpers. Just leave Melty to us.
You told everyone? Hey, come on!
There, don't fight. Miss Melty is your priority, right? Or can I just call her Melty? Paris, that's not important right now. Come on, hurry and bring her to the dragon carriage.
Amelia and Ferris takes Melty from Tiga's arm and carry her to the dragon carriage.
Subaru, what's going on?
Let me relieve your worries for now. We have a plan for Melty's throat. And
And?
I think the chains that bind her can be dealt with too. You're not alone anymore. Let's fight together.
Man, you really are something else.
I pat Tiga on the shoulder and he finally smiles, but right when I smile back,
Oh my. Looks like everyone is taking a bow already. I can't allow that. You won't have your way.
Sakura!
Subaru, what is with you, really? You keep messing up all of my preparations one after another. Now you've even set up a trap for me. You're a loser. You don't have it in you to be somebody. And yet you accomplished this.
Sad to say, but I can't really disagree with that. Still, I may be a loser, but this is the result of my desperate efforts.
Oh?
And since you've been losing to a loser like me, that makes you a loser too.
I take back what I said earlier. I admit you do have an unrivaled talent for impudence.
seemed like what I said was a clean hit. Sakura suddenly looked much angrier. Her sharp glare almost makes me want to inch backwards.
Enough!
Tiga draws his sword and stands in front of me.
Are you serious, Tiga? You really want to define me? After all we've been through together?
You're the one that jumped in the way between Mel and me. Unfortunately for you, I don't have a speck of affinity for you. I'm actually happy I can finally sever ties from you. It feels like this has been a long time coming.
Tiga!
Leave this to me and go.
Hey, that line!
Yeah, I know how awesome I sounded just now, so let me have my moment here. You said you'll save Mel. I'll believe in you, so I'll hold back.
Oh my god, you stupid idiot, that's a flag!
You really do it?
I can't call myself a man otherwise.
You're right. Don't you die on us, Tiga.
Tiga and I bump fists after that bold declaration. I jump on the dragon carriage where Amelia waits, then...
Subaru, where's Tiga?
We're leaving him behind. This is where he'll show what he's made of.
I don't understand you sometimes.
The dragon carriage starts running while kicking up smoke. We left Tiga and Sakura behind as we make our escape. I watched the dragon carriage get further before turning towards the enemy.
There they go. Are you sure about this? Maybe you should have had your little friend's help instead of fighting alone.
I know what you're trying to do, Sakura. Like you said, we've known each other for a long time. You're stalling for time. Because the longer we wait, the better advantage you'll have. You still have your ace up your sleeve. If they make it here, we lose. So I'll make sure you're separated from that ace to increase my chance of winning.
Oh, you're so sly. I really hate how you've grown up.
Sakura snaps her fingers at her usual signal. The bugs then start to gather. The evil mana wasps are controlled by Sakura's powers. That is her strength as the insect master.
I've always thought your personality was fitting for an insect master. Tell me, did you become a bug tamer because of your personality? Or did you get that personality from being an insect master? Which came first?
You really don't know when to shut up. No wonder you and Subaru are friends. You're exactly the kind of person he attracts.
What kind?
The kind that irritates me!
Sakura snaps her finger again to signal the bugs to fly up and attack. There are countless number of them. This formidable attack seems to blow out the sky. Most people will quiver at the sight. Once they swarm you, they will use their fangs. They tear your flesh away until you're nothing but a corpse. Even if Sakura doesn't kill Mel, she has no reason to keep me alive until the end. So that's why she will not go easy. Oh, this is in Tika's perspective. If I give in to fear, I'll die. Knowing this, I swing my sword with inner peace. I swing a second and third time to slice at the mana wasp. I contain my emotion as if it would affect my sword. I maintain my cool and engage the enemy. If I lose my grip on my emotion, it will prove fatal for me. If my body submits to fear, death will come. I suppress all these things with my inner peace as I survive Sakura's first wave of attack.
This is a surprise. I knew that you were training hard to protect Melty.
But you didn't expect me to be this good? Don't worry, Sakura. I wasn't hiding any secret powers from you. You already know that I'm just an ordinary person. Unlike the Sword Saint, the finest of knights, or the Blue, I have no special powers. However, I must defeat you in order to save Mel. So I honed my skills for that purpose.
That's a beautiful story. I've never received such a passionate confession. You might even make Melty jealous.
I have another confession for Mel, so don't worry about that.
I concentrate my emotion into my sword and point it at Sakura, then...
Thanks for everything, Sakura. May you have the serenity and the guidance of the Divine Dragon.
With that... Ah, shoot, I ran out of physics. Let's just save over Files Hot 1.
Let's jot that down.
Alright, with that said, that's the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoy, and take care.